Recording. Let's get this closer. I haven't uploaded a video in some time. That's a little better. And I have the time. I have free time. I just haven't, because generally I only do these videos when I drink. And there was 2 sets of birthdays this last week that I went to. So lots of drinking. And I don't want to fuck up my liver. So I had to space things out a little. It's a little closer maybe. Pre-set up. I'm still waiting for my art guy. At this point, I think I'm just going to scribble out a quick sketch and send it to him and just be like, hey, I don't know if you've gotten around to it or not, but here's a really simplified version of what I wanted. This will probably be easier and faster. But I get it. It's almost Christmas. It was just Thanksgiving recently. And I think he had finals in school, so like he's busy. I always pick the weirdest times to ask for favors, just when no one is able to. Yeah, but in the meantime, I'm up to 4 music videos that I've done now. I didn't want to do that. I wanted to have 1, and then as current events happen and as things are released, you then work on the next one and the next one. But I'm bored. I'm bored and I'm antsy. So I've just been, all right, I'll do another one. All right, I'll do another one. So I'm at 4. And so they're ready to go. As far as today's topic, before I get into the reactions, just wanted to explore sound just a little bit. I think in one of the previous videos I did, I mentioned how there's some people who will classify a certain song in this genre, even though the only thing you're adding to it is maybe some distortion. Or if you take distortion away, suddenly it changes it from this genre to this genre, according to the listener. When really, it's just a state of mind. Anything could be like metal. It doesn't even have to have distortion. Or something could be really distorted and be a pop song. So it doesn't really matter. But just to get the ball rolling, I have YouTube here. This is a pretty famous video. This is from 4 years ago. 6.7 million views. The one underneath it is a blatant ripoff of it, apparently. Then there's an even older one, 7 years ago, with 7.7 million views. We'll go with this guy because it's a longer video, but it's popular metal songs without distortion.
It's a big world to explore, from our first foods to our first steps. So what we eat should be the best. Stunnyfield Yo Baby, made perfect for tiny tummies.
Definitely no distortion there. there because I'm gonna have to. This is almost 7 million views. It's probably gonna get blocked if I play the whole thing without pausing it. I just clicked on this video because it was one of literally the first one that came up. And it was nice to see he did some Lamb of God, Laid to Rest. That's so good. So good. I love that song. The video I was thinking of, I'd seen years and years ago. It wasn't quite this, but it was like a bunch of thrash songs and how it sounds like surf rock without the distortion. And it has that sort of Beach Boys kind of vibe almost, except not as happy. But this just reminds me of like when you're a beginner guitarist, you get your cheap Epiphone, little mini amp. You don't really have a distortion pedal or anything, so you're just going with what the amp does. Real like dead sounding tone, and it doesn't even sound like the song, but you're learning it and you're getting the notes. But taking the distortion away like takes so much of the attitude out of the song. Also, he's not necessarily playing it with attitude either, so there's that aspect of it. But it's always interesting hearing songs that you're so used to hearing in this different way. Let's back up just a little because he just started another song. Go. Notes take up so much space in the mix when they have distortion. It's like if you, like, let's say you had a piano keyboard in front of you or something. There's a difference between just ding, 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 ding versus dun, and the sort of reverb, the swell to it. The way he's playing right there, it's just real picking at it and just plucks. Versus having a distortion that's sort of, you hear more frequencies. It's a bigger waveform. So in the mix, it all melds together a lot better. So it's always interesting hearing different the songs played differently. That guy, just the way he was playing, reminded me kind of a TikTok account I follow, whose name escapes me. Because again, this is just random what I'm doing. Where he's a jazz player sitting in like a metal band. So like a guy will be like, yeah, here's a song, play along, and solo, and he's just a jazz guy, and he's all of a sudden, yeah. Or he'll do the opposite sometimes, where it'll be a metal player sitting into a jazz quartet or something. So a guy will be playing like a real simple jazz groove, and then tell him solo. And then he'll just go, okay, and he'll play the solo for Tornado of Souls or something. But yeah, that's real cool. This made me think of something I mentioned a while back. The Chipmunks. Alvin, Simon, Theodore. I mentioned that because, funny enough, if you put Chipmunks Call Me, the first two things that pop up are exactly what I was going to be looking for. So we'll play the first one just so you know, in case you're not familiar with the Chipmunks cartoon children's show. Real terrible. And Call Me is what, Blondie? But it's a cover. Just so you know what it sounds like for reference. Enough of that, but that's just for a reference point, because the first video was, we're gonna play songs, well-known metal songs, but without the distortion. This time, what happens if you change the speed of something? So here's Call Me, the Chipmunks, but it's on a record player, and it's a 16 speed, so they're gonna slow it down. And what happens to it?
I already have an idea of what it must have felt like sneaking around with you. I shouldn't have said that.
All right. It's the same song. like sludge quality to it when it's slowed down like that. I especially like how the drum feels. You take away the energy, then suddenly it just becomes like really ominous. The and it's real cool too how, because it's slowed down, the voices go from being so high pitched to you stretch out the waveform to suddenly now it's the same way. If you take a guitar string, it's real tight, you pluck it, it gets a high pitched sound. You take a look at a bass guitar, much longer strings, much thicker strings, so when you pluck it, it's more of a glong, 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 glong. So it immediately elongates the vowels, so it makes it sound darker, and the tone of it goes a lot down, a lot lower, I should say. So that's why you don't necessarily hear like a high-pitched sound to the singing, and it's Alvin, Simon, Theodore. So there's more than one singer, so when the other singer comes in underneath, it sounds so glorious. And yeah, it might sound a little like the guy is purposely singing really, really slow, but again, it's on account of it's being played really slow. But I actually kind of like the cadence of it being like that tempo, just because like it gives it kind of like almost like a Danzig Misfits kind of sound, real like post-punk kind of sound, I guess. If that's the right genre, I don't really care. I'm gonna backtrack it just a little. The original song is like 3 minutes. This is just over 6 minutes, so it's probably being played around half speed. Go!
Here we can share the wine. Call me.
there's no substitute for vinyl. That sound, it's amazing. It's so good. Yeah, and it's real hypnotizing the way it sounds. Just slowed down the way it is, because the track, musically, the original ones played with like such gusto, so you still get that swing in the playing. It's just really, really slowed down, really hypnotizing. You just kind of fall into that groove. Anyway, so we've gone songs without distortion, songs at different speeds. What happens if you play the exact same song on different instruments? What? So before I came across Apocalyptica, I think I was in high school, like downloading shit off like Kazaa, and what were the other ones? LimeWire. There was more, but those other ones had more viruses. I came across the String Quartet. So String Quartet metal covers. Metallica one will be too close to Apocalyptica, I think. Tool would be interesting, but it's a long song, and this video is so long. Let's do System of a Down. Chop Suey.
I think Nacho likes having a dog in his house. What do you think?
Lots of ads. Zeppelin. It's a very short video. I didn't want to pause it, but I should, just in case I don't want this video to get blocked. So, you're missing the drums, obviously. That drives the song forward. But, I love violins. I love violence. Nah. That's a rap lyric from... the violin's especially cool to me, just because, like, it's... That part... Wake up! It sounds especially manic when it's on the violin. And then there's a sadness to the I don't think you trust. So like the violin, I almost never picture the violin as playing like a happy kind of melody. So it works especially well in like metal. You're like, well, what about country music? You hear like they call it a fiddle. They play it very differently. But in like classical music, generally, I think of the violin as like a sad kind of instrument, sad sounding. So again, yeah, it fits really well in here. The cello, those bass notes, it always sounds so much better on like a stand-up bass or a cello kind of sound the low end frequencies. So this kind of setup, if you don't have the drums, you rely on either the cello or like a stand up bass to provide those low end thumps and to drive the song along. So yeah, I have to say something just because I paused it. Go. I feel like they cut out a lot from the song, and I paused it apparently like 15 seconds before it was set to finish anyway. So that's funny. Ha ha ha. And you know what's cool too is especially the violin portion of that cover reminded me so much of the soundtrack for Psycho, the original one. You know, the opening sequence, that famous main violin centric tune there, that track. That's funny. That is funny. But yeah, off the cuff, no plan, just an exploration of sound for this video. Random YouTube videos that we clicked on today. And goddamn, it was half an hour. Bye.